The NAIA has assigned a high priority to ensuring all NAIA athletic events are conducted in a safe and enjoyable atmosphere. Spectators are reminded that unruly behavior will result in immediate ejection from the premises. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
It's game time and a big one here for your Park University River Buccaneers. A beautiful Wednesday evening here from Bell Lake Park, powered by Legacy Sports, Buccaneers Sports Networks. It's time for Buccaneers men's basketball action. They take on number 4 Grace College Lancers. We'll take a look at the starting lineups first for the visiting Grace Lancers. Number 5, Kate Gibbs. Beside his brother, number 10, Jacob Gibbs. Number 22, Bryson Draper. Number 32, Frankie Davidson. And number 50, Elijah Malone. We'll get into more information on that big starting 5 for Grace College. And they've been fantastic for them so far. We're beating them at number 4 right now. Now we'll take a look at the lineups for your Park University River Buccaneers. At the 1 and the 2, it'll be Elson Ballard, number 11, and number 14, Vincent Cook. Ray Johnson, the second, he will be at the 3, with Aiden Moreno at the 4. That was a game-time decision for the big man, Olivier Demihavich. He'll start at the 5 tonight. Grace College ranked number 4. They had a big game last night against number 1 ranked Arizona Christian Firestone, in which Grace College defeated the Firestone by a score of 80-62. It was a marquee ride. Grace College was ranked number 2 in the nation. But the rankings that come out not too good impact for games that happen on the same day as the rankings. Grace leads 2-0 so far. Backing down, it's Demijevic outside. Cook, he'll pull from top of the yard. That one's good. Vincent Cook. And the Buccaneers take their first lead of the game. Apologies for the technical issues. That's another 3 balls good for the Buccaneers. They lead by 2. 18-13 left here to go in the first half. Inside Malone. Driving, that's inside there to Gibbs. Cade Gibbs with his first bucket of the game. That one ties it at 6. Cook picks up top. Big O's going to fire from deep. That one just misses. Nice and Graver. All the way across in the corner. Gibbs. That one's good. And Cade Gibbs, after starting off slowly, now with his second bucket in back-to-back possessions. The 2 inside and then the corner 3 that has given Grace the 9-6 lead so far. As mentioned, Grace entered their game yesterday against Arizona Christian in the 2 spot in the national records. That one misses from Bell, rebounded by Demijevic. She goes up, that one misses as well. Moreno nearly gets to it, but it's rebounded by Davidson. Cade Gibbs up top, Malone. Back up to Cade Gibbs. Graver. Outside, it's his brother Jacob Gibbs. That one misses and it's rebounded by Demijevic. Grace College 12-1 so far this season, 4-1 in conference. Their only loss coming last Saturday against Taylor in their conference. And funny enough, the National Player of the Week in the NAIA last week was Jason Hubbard, who led Taylor in the victory over Grace. That one rebounded by Cade Gibbs of the Lancers. Davidson. Gibbs, that one's blocked by Demijevic. And the Bucks are going the other way. 16:05 left to go here in the first half. It's a Cook with the bucket. Bucks trail by just 1. Davidson outside Gibbs. Davidson, he's going to drive, put up an awkward shot. That one misses, but it's rebounded on the putback. It's Elijah Malone with the bucket. Elijah Malone so far this year for the Lancers, averaging 15.3 points per game. The notable stat, he is 8th in the NAI in blocks per game, and it's an awkward shot there from Johnson. But that one will go. Called on Bryson Graver. Now it wasn't on the floor though, so Johnson did go to the line. Up top, Johnson the third. Ballard now, screen by Cook. We talked to Elson Ballard before the game about the Buccaneers, how they're feeling. And he said you use these opportunities against high-ranked teams like the Lancers. You set yourself up for opportunities in conference playing better competition. Now we'll take a look at the Bucks. Cook on the fast break. He goes up off and shot. Good defense there by Kate Gibbs. And it goes off with Johnson the second. And out of bounds, it'll be Lancers' ball. Bryson Grader for the Lancers, averaging 4.5 assists per game. Of the starting five for the Lancers, he's the one that's put up the least amount of points. Is a strong bucket there. Elijah Moreau is going to get a chance to make it an and one.
His first team foul. Number 50, Elijah Malone at the line. One shot.
Of the starting five for Grace College, 3 of the 5 shooting 50% plus from the field so far this year. Kate Gibbs is shooting 60.2%. Becky Davidson is shooting 52.7%. And then Elijah Malone, 59.6%, averaging 13 points per game. It's pretty good offensive numbers. This is a very, very strong offensive team. As a team, 5th in the NAI in field goal percentage are the Lancers. 7th in the NAI in blocks per game. Awkward shot there for Ballard, and he makes it with the right hand for the finish. And he's going to get a chance to go to the line to make it a 3-point play. Lancers also 13th in the NAI in rebounds per game, 14th in the NAI in offensive efficiency. And they've been efficient so far offensively today. 5 for 6 from the field. Buccaneers have had more opportunities from the field, but haven't taken advantage. Ballard does make it a 3-point play. The Buccaneers now trail by just 1. Ballard was excited, more than optimistic about this game. Optimistic as well, but excited for the opportunity to grow the team chemistry going into this game ahead of a tough conference schedule. That one just goes out of bounds and it'll be Lancers' ball. Awkward chance of the shot there from Johnson the second didn't go. So the Lancers get possession. Gordon Stubblefield's Buccaneers entering this game, especially facing this Grace team that did just come off of a big win against Arizona Christian. We'll have to see which kind of Buccaneers team we'll see today. That's a 3-ball from Kate Gibbs on top. He's got no problem pulling in. Gibbs shooting 60.2% from the field. And certainly a guy who the Bucs are going to have to focus on and shut down well in this one. Ballard moving nicely. And it's floated away and puts it home. Bucs got the Lancer lead for 2. Inside, it's an awkward shot there from Jake Wadding with the left hand up and under. And that one was good. It'll be a timeout call by the Buccaneers. Lancers lead by 4 here with about 12.5 to go in the first half. From Bellbank Park, Colorado Legacy Sports and the Buccaneers Sports Network. get the ball to start things here. Ball 26 left to go in the first half. It's Ballard up top. Kicks, Dimahevich. Back to Dimahevich, full on the shot clock. Dimahevich backing down. Goes up, right hand. Awkward shot, one goes heavy off the backboard. Good defense there by Ian Scott. Gibbs drives, kicks inside. That one knocked away and then put home by Ian Scott of Grace College. Ian Scott is second in the entirety of the NAI in field goal percentage, shooting 77% from the field. He is often finding himself in the power forward position, so he's getting his opportunities more underneath the hoop. With high quality options, but he's able to work defenders very, very well. Scott up top, Kate Gibbs. Gibbs drives, and that one, he's fouled.
Buccaneer foul on number 12, Kylan Short, his third, second team foul.
Foul call there on Kylan Shorts. A timeout called by the officials. Kylan Shorts back after a short stint away. He's dealing with a nervous issue. He's finally returned to the lineup, and what a great addition to have for the returners for the Buccaneers. It's something fantastic to have him back in the lineup. The Buccaneers, their last game came, they lost the last year of the Eagles, 75-65. Kelsey Ballard is typically the point guard for the Buccaneers, 15 points with 4 assists in that game. And then one of the guards that stepped up in Shorts' absence for the Bucs, Kobe Kaysen. He had 14 off the bench in that loss last year, so it'll be interesting to see what Kylan Shorts back over the field will use Kobe Kaysen in this game. Ballard already having his impact. He's got 7 of the Buccaneers, 15. It gives also the big impact in this game with the Lancers. He's got 10 on 4 for 4 shooting so far. Been efficient for him, and 2 of those buckets coming from beyond the arc. A solid start to the game for him. Carter Sportsfus checked into the game for the Lancers on the floor for the Buccaneers. It's Ballard and Shorts with Mason, Solich, and Moreno. A smaller five for the Buccaneers as that bucket's good. By Cade Gibbs. Ballard, Mason drives outside. Shorts, he's going to drive as well. No chance for a shot. Moreno back out. Shorts. Kylan Shorts driving, pulls up from just beyond the line. That one's no good. Ball ends up finding its way to the Buccaneers. Jalen Solich goes up off with the left hand, and that's a nice bucket there from Jalen Solich. First time today, he's averaging 10.5 in the season for the Buccaneers. He's not had a lot of game time as he's been out for an injury. Returned to the Buccaneers lineup in that loss to La Sierra, in which he had 22 minutes off the bench, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. A big impact in this Buccaneers lineup. It's great to have him back. Solich stuttering. Back outside. Ballard. Payson up top. He's guarded by Scott. Solich. Guarded by Kate Gibbs. Solich driving. Turn the shot clock. Has to kick out to Moreno. Moreno driving on Wadding, and then outside. Kobe Payson that bucket. This off the front, rebounded by the Lancers. Ball tried to be dished inside by Ian Scott. That one turned over. Solich driving. Right hand won't go. And a foul called. Foul called on Brett Sickabus. Foul was called on the ground. It's a Cook and Big O will be a big Benedictine checking in for the Buccaneers.
Non-shooting.
Cook will go to the 3. Him and Kaysen kind of both playing in that 3-ish position. Foul called on Frankie Davidson. Frankie Davidson last year was the NCCAA National Player of the Year, which is the National Christian College Association. He was also an honorable mention for NAI All-American in a Lancers team that was storming on the national scene. The NAI Sweet 16 board. Kobe Kaysen ends up with the ball as an awkward bounce there. Finds Kaysen. Kaysen goes up with the right hand. And the Buccaneers cut the Lancers lead down to just 6. And stepping on the line as he tried to go baseline and dish up top to Brett Sikafus. As he is Scott. Scott turns it over. And the Bucs are going to go the other way. Trace 3 for 3. The last 3 field goals that they've had so far today. Bucs shooting 40% from the field. The Lancers shooting 75% so far, including 2 and 4 from deep. So it's drive, spins, left hand. That one won't go. Really rebounded by Demahavich, but it's Ian Scott underneath the bucket that grabs it. Blue ball there. That one's good from Frankie Davidson. The junior forward, as mentioned, shooting 52% from the field, averaging 17.7 so far this season. He leads the team in that category. And also notably leads them a 3-point percentage with an absurd 45% from 3-point range. He's thrown it off there from deep. It was a nice moving shot there from Vincent Cook. Outside, still Spells, 3 ball, Davidson, that one's good. You can't let him shoot unguarded like that. And Frankie Davidson making the Buccaneers feel it. Back-to-back 3s on back-to-back possessions. The Lancer lead now at 10. Kaysen picks Demahavich. Demahavich working inside, left hand will go. Good defense there from Ian Scott. Lancers going to go the other way. Scott outside, 3 ball from Sikafus, and that one's good. That's Sikafus with the 3 ball, and that prompts a Buccaneers timeout and needed in that situation. 7.5 to go here in the first half. Buccaneers show by 13 here on the Buccaneers Sports Network.
Buccaneers.
Back to the rear first half action between Grace College Lancers, and Yellow Park University Yellow Buccaneers. Grace College, a Christian college in Winona Lake, Indiana. As mentioned and noted, the number 4 team in the nation. And will certainly change after a massive win over Disney, now number 1 team in the nation. Arizona Christian Firestorm. That one won't go for David Hivich, but draws a foul. Foul call on Ian Scott.
Number 20, Ogier Damo Hivich at the line. 2 shots.
The 5th foul already for the Lancers. His first one for David Hivich is good. David Hivich so far this year shooting just 53% from the line. Anything but a charity strike for Big O, and either a free throw here or there will help him. Certainly something that the big man will look to do a little bit more is not just improve the free throw shooting, but find himself at the line more. Drawing a lot of contact as a big man. Hasn't necessarily found it to his advantage in getting the line, and then certainly not his advantage in hitting those threes. Hitting those free throws. Spin move there from Faust. Outside, Wadding. Good defense by the Buccaneers. 6 on the shot clock. Davidson working on Johnson the second. Step back from Davidson, and that one misses. Rebounded by Big O. Great defensive set there for the Buccaneers. On the front for the Buccaneers, it's Ballard and Solich at the 1 and the 2. With Cook and Johnson the second after 3 to 4. Big O at the 5. Big O dishes inside, tries to find Ballard. Ballard almost loses a handle on it, then has to kick back out. Benedictine, Stolich, 2 on the shot clock. Cook has to pull from deep, and he does. That one won't go. The put back from Johnson the second is good, but it's much too deep after the shot was missed and didn't hit the rim. So it'll be Lancers ball. Buccaneers trail by 12. Big good team in the game with 12 so far for the Lancers. Buccaneers, LC Ballard leading away for the Buccaneers. Solis left hand won't go. There's a lot of opportunities in high contact layup situations. On the bottom of the bucket very often. They put up 25 shots in the game, unfortunately just 9 of 25. And for the Lancers, taking much more advantage of their shot opportunities. 12 or 16 from the field. David Hivich, right hand off the glass and in. After the inbound from Solich, nice bucket there for David Hivich. Make it 6 for the big man. Goose outside. Up top, it's going to be a 3 from Bryson Graver. That one won't go. He's already missed a 3 in the game. This is his second there. Watch it go the other way. LC Ballard. With the ball, screen set by David Hivich. Guarded by Goose. Ballard pulls up, won't go. Rebounded there. By the Lancers, and that one tipped out of bounds by the Buccaneers. There's Frankie Davidson on the rebound. Tipping back into the game, the junior center, Elijah Malone. The only man that David Hivich has seen close to the same size as him so far this year. Malone getting 6'10". He's underneath the bucket with the ball. Malone, that one won't go. Tips it up a second time, won't go either. And that one's rebounded by Johnson the second. Cook's going to take it the other way now. It's a Cook. Screwed by David Hivich. Cook drives. Tries to dish it outside to Solich. That one's stolen away. Driving. Wadding. That one won't go. And it's really rebounded by Goose. Bucks trail by 10. Ballard. Cook. He's going to pull up from deep. That one won't go. He was able to get it off with Frankie Davidson closing him out. Just inside, Frankie Davidson goes up with the right hand. That one's good. Frankie Davidson with the assist. Jake Wanting. Over to Johnson the second. Gets it to Stolich in the corner. Stolich. Turn around by the Buccaneers. They got to reset here quick. 6 on the shot clock. Stolich. He's going to pull after the screen from Benedictine. They're moving free. That one won't go. Malone gets the rebound. Sends it all the way down the court. Davidson puts it off the side of the backboard. And then the second chance bucket is good for Jake Wanting. That's his second bucket of the game. Wanting now with 4. Wanting also with 4 rebounds and 2 assists so far, so his impact prominently so far for the Lancers. Driving is Cook. Stolich steps back. Another 3-ball from Stolich. He's going to keep on the fly. That one won't go either. Rounded by Malone. Elijah Malone averaging 7.6 rebounds per game, and he goes up right hand. That one's good. He's also averaging 13.3 points per game. And he's staying right with that. He's got 7. 2:44 left to go here in the first half. Buccaneers trail number 4, Grace College, by a score of 40-24. That one's shot by Benedictine. That one's good for 2. Let's cut the Lancers lead down to just 14. Over Frankie Davidson. He had an opportunity to pull him. Johnson, the second, saw it immediately closing as fast as he could. The ball, simple through, strives, kicks outside. Davidson's going to pull, contested. A tough shot, that one won't go. Rebounded, second chance bucket opportunity from Jake Wanting. And that one won't go either. Great defense there by the Buccaneers. Now we're trying to slow the offense down, take control. Now we're fixed to Cook. Benedictine working on Malone. Benedictine gets put in a tough position there by Malone. Malone kicks it. Up top. Nice passing there by the Lancers. And then a foul called on Ray Johnson the second. That tough play, and he had to try and make something happen. He tried to hit the block and then a contact. And it'll be Jake Wanting, the junior forward, that will go to the line for the Lancers. Jake Wanting had his season-high 12 points against Spring Arbor at home on November the 19th. This year, that was 12. He got 5 already here in the first half. And as mentioned, he's also had the impact on the glass. He had 8 rebounds against Goshen on the 23rd of November. Another thing to keep an eye on for Jake Wanting. Got a great start to this game for the Lancers. Wanting's second one is good after the lane violation by the Buccaneers.
Cade Gibbs checked back into the Lancers lineup for Jake Wanting.
Cade Gibbs checking in for Jake Wanting for the Lancers. Gibbs has the team high 12, even though he hasn't been on the court for a ton of his first half. Ballard's going to pull, and it's going to be an illegal screen.
Offensive foul on number 13,
Aiden Moreno. Moreno had just checked back in for the Buccaneers as well, and he commits a foul immediately. There's the brothers, Jake and Jacob and Cade Gibbs on the floor for the Lancers. That one knocked away by Johnson. Buccaneers are going to go the other way. Ballard kicks. Johnson the second, awkward shot, left hand will go. Rolls and then out. And he's going to go to the line. Foul's going to be called on Jacob Gibbs. A couple of minutes ago here in the first half.
Ray Johnson the second at the line 2 shots.
Johnson's first one won't go. Second one is good from Johnson, though, as he goes 1 for 2 from the line that time. Buccaneers as a team so far this year shooting just 66.9% from the line. It's supposed to be near automatic from the line, but it's been anything but for the Buccaneers so far this year. Jacob Gibbs with the ball up top. Dave Gibbs driving inside, kicking into the corner. Jacob Gibbs sits in the shot clock. 3 ball. Pull there from Marcus Davidson. That one won't go. And then it ends up being Elijah Malone underneath the bucket. It puts it home for the Lancers. Shot and game clock separated by under a second. Driving is Johnson the second, and that one's good. He's going to get a chance to go to the line and make a 3-point play.
Lancer foul on number 11, Marcus Davidson, his first 17.
Marcus Davidson with the foul.
Ray Johnson the second at the line, 1 shot.
And he does make it a 3-point play. Malone, he's going to pull from deep. That one won't go. Really well by the Buccaneers. And then Malone's going to get the early rebound, and he's going to go up with it. And that will end the half. Buccaneers battle well, but shooting just 37% from the field. Not going to give them an opportunity to stay in this one. They trailed the Grace College Lancers by a score of 46-27. For the Lancers, Cade Gibbs with 12. He leads the team. Elijah Malone, he's got 11 now with 3 rebounds for the Buccaneers. Over David Havich has 8 with 6 rebounds already. Balor's got 7. And Cook has 7. We'll take a break here for halftime. Buccaneers Sports Network, Bucks men's basketball trail number 4, Grace College by a score of 46-27. Second half action here from Belweg Park, powered by Legacy Sports. Buccaneers trail the Grace College Lancers by a score of 46-27. Blocked there by Frankie Davidson to open things up on the first Buccaneers possession. Outside, Gibbs, he pulls. That one misses everything. It's snatched up by Moreno. Buccaneers come into this second half with a big deficit to overcome, and there's a nice dish there from Ballard finding Demijevic underneath the bucket. It's a good start to the half for the Buccaneers. In the first half, Gray shooting very, very, very well from the field. 60%, in fact. In the first half on 19 of 30. Buccaneers 12 of 32. That's been the story of the game so far, is Grace's ability to not only get to the bucket, but put it home. They are ranked as the number 5th team in the nation in field goal percentage in the entirety of the NAIA. So it was definitely not a surprise coming into this game that they were going to shoot well from the field, and it certainly has come off that way. And they've performed just as expected. The number 4 team in the nation, Grace College, as mentioned, beat the number 1 team in the nation, Arizona Christian Firestorm, last night at Arizona Christian. A violation there from Vincent Cook. Offensive foul called on Elsie Ballard. The keys for the second half of the Buccaneers, it'll be up to the offense to try and find a way back into this one. The defense certainly has to shut down the Lancers to a better percentage. And that guy right there, Frankie Davidson, is going to be one of the guys that needs to be shut down. Davidson with 8 points on 3 of 8 shooting. He also has 3 rebounds and 2 assists. He does have 2 fouls, though, so something to keep an eye on as we get later into this one. Johnson now. Davidson. Graber, Davidson, Graber. 10 on the shot clock. It's Cade Gibbs. Inside. Davidson tries to go up and under. And it ends up shut down by Demijevic, and then it goes off of Davidson and out to the Buccaneers ball. For the Buccaneers to open up this second half on the floor, it's Elsie Ballard with Vincent Cook at the 2. Ray Johnson the second's at the 3 with Moreno at the 4. And that man, Big O, over here, Demijevic, just misses his shot from the line. He is at the 5. Graber up top, dishes inside. Cade Gibbs, nice little move, right hand. And that's a nice bucket from the sophomore forward. Cade Gibbs, just as his brother, Jacob Gibbs, from Plainfield, Indiana. Both sophomores. Cade Gibbs, the 6'6" forward. Jacob Gibbs, the 6'5" guard. Ballard with the ball, driving on Gibbs. Inside, Demijevic, right hand, nice little bucket. Over the 6'10" Elijah Moore. And one thing to note, going into this second half, they've been good offensively, have the Lancers, but defensively not the most efficient team. It's going to be a travel call on Frankie Davidson, and the Buccaneers are going to get the ball right back here quickly in the second half. A big possession to get the momentum after another defensive stop from the Buccaneers. Moreno with the ball. He's got it by Davidson. Outside, Johnson kicks back inside. Moreno working on Davidson. He dishes out to Ballard. Demijevic, 10 on the shot clock. Outside, Moreno. He steps up from 3-point range. Moreno, that one in and out. A tough bounce off the back of the rim. And the Lancers are going to go the other way. Another steal for the Buccaneers. Another turnover for the Lancers. And it's going to be a foul called on Bryson Graber. Graber started 12 of the 13 games for the Lancers so far this year. As mentioned, out of the starting 5 for the Lancers, the one who's putting the ball in the bucket the least, just 4.2 points per game. He is shooting efficiently, though, 43.8% from the field, and the notable stat for him, 4.5 assists per game for Graver, 0 for 1 with 1 assist and 2 rebounds. That's David Havich from deep. That one won't go. Rebounded by the Lancers. Buccaneers now just 2 for 14 from deep. Certainly a percentage they'd love to improve. Underneath is Davidson. He goes up, and that one's good. And the Lancers finally get a bucket on the board for either team. Bucks trail by 17. Cook pulls up from just beyond the line, and that one misses as well. Another missed bucket for the Buccaneers. Nice little dish from Davidson, and it goes to Jacob Gibbs, who goes up with the right hand in the bucket. And he'll have a chance to make it a 3-point play and extend the Lancer lead to 20. Excuse me, it's going to be a non-shooting foul, so it was called on the ground. Gibbs won't go to the line. And the Bucks end up getting the stop, and they'll take it the other way. Buccaneers trail by 17. David Havich underneath the bucket. Goes up, right hand, that's a foul called on Elijah Malone. Referees are going to say it was on the ground, though. Cook. Moreno. David Havich pulls up from the elbow. That one misses. Johnson working hard to try and get the rebound, but it's rebounded instead by Jacob Gibbs. Driving. Malone gets the dish from Cade Gibbs. And the Lancer lead now at 19. And it's a timeout call by the Buccaneers, who needed it at that point. So far in this second half, the Buccaneers just shooting 35% from the field. We'll take a break as well. Just over 5 minutes into this second half, Buccaneers trail by 19. Bucks trail the Lancers by 19 here with just under 15 minutes to go in the second half. Kobe Kaysen now on the floor for the Buccaneers in replacement of Ray Johnson the second. That one misses from Ballard. Malone with it. Kicks over Stoltz-Faust in the corner. Looking for the shot was Jake Wadding, and then underneath it's going to be the bucket for Cade Gibbs. Buccaneers, one of their last 7 from the floor. And it just is undoubtedly something that needs to change for the Buccaneers if they're going to find their way back into this one. David Havich dishes to Kobe Kaysen. Mason steps back out. Demihavich, Ballard now. Solich going to check in for the Buccaneers. Demihavich, right hand up. And with 6 on the shot clock, forces it a little bit. And good defense there by Jake Wadding. Malone outside. Mismatch, he's guarded by Cook inside. And that was taken away by the Buccaneers. They go the other way. Ballard, left hand, blocked by Malone. As mentioned, averaging 2.7 blocks per game. That's good for 8th in the NAI. And then it's Jake Wadding that hammers it home on the other end. And the Grace lead now 23. Cook with it. Demihavich, Kaysen. Drives on Gibbs. Has to try and kick somewhere. Finally finds a guy named Moreno. Ballard. Cook. That one misses. And it gets away. And Malone ends up with it. Three ball there. That one misses short. Rebounded by Ballard. It's Ballard with Kaysen and Cook. And then Moreno and Demihavich for the Buccaneers on the floor. Kaysen. Demihavich underneath. Guarded by Malone. Right hand. He's just taller. And he uses that length to his advantage. And he gets the bucket. 12:29 to go here in the second half. Buccaneers going to need to get something big going. And soon, if they want to find their way back into this one. Foul call on Ogier Demihavich. Buccaneers now 1 of their last 10 from the field. It is a Buccaneers team that hasn't spent a lot of time together. Chatting with Aiden Moreno before the game. And it's something that he stressed. It's a team of mostly transfers. The only 3 returners, Zubra Humphrey, Jabari Sutherland, and Kylan Shorts. Shorts the only one that's been on the floor today. Zubra Humphrey dealing with an injury. And so it's been a new group of guys. And Moreno says that chemistry has actually played into their hands in a lot of ways, where the Bucs have on a way to grow as a team together. A new group of guys that wants to find themselves at the core. A Buccaneers basketball team with some opportunity in the Cal Pac Conference. Ballard, nice move, dancing around. And he dishes it to Solich. 3 on the shot clock. And there's a 3 in the key called. And so it'll be the Lancers' ball. Carter Stoltzfus with it. The sophomore guard has appeared in all 13 games for the Lancers so far this year, averaging 3.5 points per game, shooting just 28.6% from the field, which is probably why he's found himself with limited minutes. Stoltzfus, that one's good though. Stoltzfus with his first bucket of the game. He's got 2 assists in 10 minutes of play so far. Still leading the way for the Lancers. Cade Gibbs with 17, and that one goes off of L.C. Ballard. It was an unforced error, and it'll be Lancers' ball. The Buccaneers, a busy schedule here in December. They've already played 5 games in December, going 2-3 in those games. The Bucs will take it the other way, driving. Johnson left hand, and he's going to get a chance to go to the line and make it a 3-point play. Ray Johnson, the second, goes up strong with the left hand. It is Ian Scott that commits the foul. Johnson has started 2 games this year for the Buccaneers, and it's the last 2 games for the Bucs. He's had a great impact on this Buccaneers squad since he's been in the lineup as a starter. In the game against the University of Antelope Valley on December 8th, his first start, he had a double-double, 14 points, 12 rebounds, and then against La Sierra, his last start in the Buccaneers' last game, he had 6 points and 8 rebounds in 28 minutes. That one forced out of bounds. And the Buccaneers will take possession. He's seen lots of minutes so far this year for the Bucs, but now that he's getting starting minutes and starting opportunities, certainly aided by injuries here and there, as Moreno knocked down from the elbow, he's certainly taken advantage of those opportunities and has been more than capable to. He was waiting to start the year, and he finally got the chance and took full advantage of it for the Bucs. That one, a nice dish there from Marcus Davidson, finding Ian Scott, as Scott makes it 4 for him. Ballard dancing all the way around. He gets past Sikafus and goes right hand up off the glass. Bucs trail 61-42. Halfway through the second half now. Wadding outside. Stoltzfus spinning up top. And it's a 3, the key called on the Lancers. The Buccaneers will get the ball. Ballard to Moreno. Up top, Johnson the second. Ballard dance in, steps back, and he hits the jumper. Nice little step back there from LC Ballard. Had Carter Stoltzfus on his heels. And took full advantage of the limited space and knocked down the shot from just inside 3-point range. Stoltzfus with it. Dishes to Sikafus. Stoltzfus. Sikafus. Sikafus is going to pull. Good defense there from Kobe Kaysen, but Sikafus letting it fly. And his 3 is good. Make it 6 for Sikafus. He's got 2 attempts, both from deep. Both have been made. And the timeout taken by the Grace College Lancers. We'll take a timeout here as well for the Buccaneers Sports Network in Bellbank Park. Buccaneers trail the Grace College Lancers. Back to action here from Bellbank Park, powered by Legacy Sports. Buccaneers men's basketball team in action against the number 4 Grace College Lancers. Ball dished inside. And the bucket there from Jake Wadding. Back on the floor. Apologies for the technical issues. During that technical issue, there was a bucket for Ray Johnson II, assisted by Aiden Moreno, and then Aiden Moreno gets a bucket of his own. For Moreno, 4 points. Johnson now with 8 on 3 of 5 shooting. Good ball movement from the Lancers. The big difference between the Lancers and a lot of the teams the Buccaneers have seen is the foul called on the Bucs. It's going to be Ian Scott getting a chance to go to the line. But the big difference is that Grace College, not a team that is just going to be stagnant offensively, even with guys without the ball. They're going to be moving around, finding their own opportunities. A lot of off and on ball screens all over the court. And they have just found their way to a solid offensive game once again for them. In that game last night against the ACU Firestorm, the Lancers as a team shot 32 of 59 from the field, a 54.2% total from the field in that game. In this game, shooting 63% from the field. The Buccaneers shooting just 40% from the field. But they're always going to take their opportunities and their offensive chances and put them to good use, not letting any go to waste, and they've done so tonight against the Buccaneers. Buccaneers have had 53 shots compared to the Lancers' 43. But they're shooting 63% from the field and 43% from deep. You're going to find yourself in opportunities where you win ball games, when you set yourself up for success like that. Ian Scott's at the line. Scott had 4 points in the win over the Firestorm yesterday. It was Jacob and Cade Gibbs that led the way scoring-wise. Jacob Gibbs had 10. Jacob Gibbs had 18. Cade Gibbs had 17. Frankie Davidson, who, as we mentioned, is somebody that will certainly be on the watch list for NAIA Player of the Year. He had 16 in that game, along with 8 rebounds. Elijah Malone, who's also been a force underneath the bucket for them. He had 12 points and 11 rebounds with 8 blocks. That's the key for them in that game. As a team, 10 blocks total, which is a large number at that, but Elijah Malone rejecting 8 shots of the Firestorm, and that there's nothing you could do when you're facing a guy who ends up with 8 blocks in a game. You just have to shake your head and tip your cap. Malone with just 1 block so far here today. Foul called on Olgir Dimihevic. He's now got 4 fouls, so something to keep an eye on. With the time ticking down, 6:52 to go here in the second half. And a timeout called by the Buccaneers. They've stayed within striking range. It hasn't been close enough to be a point or two, but it's staying within realistic range. Buccaneers trail by 18. We'll take a break here too for the Buccaneers Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports. 6:52 to go here in the second half of action from Bellbank Park, powered by Legacy Sports. Buccaneers trail the Grace College Lancers by a score of 68-50. The Buccaneers started off the half shooting just 1 for 10 in their first 10 shots. They've now been 8 for 9. That one misses by Frankie Davidson. An uncharacteristic wide open miss from him. And the Bucs are going to go the other way. It's Jalen Solich. Awkward shot. Right hand. That one's good. And the Bucs got the Lancers lead now to just 16. They're certainly not letting it go. The Bucs now 9 of their last 10 from the field. Scott has to kick outside. It's going to be Gibbs, Jacob Gibbs from deep, and that one's good. Jacob Gibbs answers the Buccaneers right back. And a big three-pointer here as we enter the later stages of this one. Solich with the ball. It's Ballard and Solich with Johnson the second, Moreno and Nemahevich on the floor as Ballard hits one. Ballard just a specialist, especially today. He's shown the opportunity and the ability with the moving shot. He's not just a catch-out-of-shoot guy, as some guys are. Last year for the Buccaneers, Jake Bingham, certainly a catch-and-shoot specialist. As he was always more successful from deep when he was given an off-ball screen, found an opportunity from deep, and took advantage of it. Nemahevich dishes to Johnson. Johnson the second, fading. That one's good. Johnson the second with a nice little fade. Make it double digits for him on the day. He's got 10. Malone. Outside Ian Scott. Inside Malone, guarded by Nemahevich. Malone has to know Nemahevich on 4 fouls. Good defense there for Nemahevich. Forces the contested shot. And the Bucs get the rebound. Bucs trail by just 17. And how big would a big shot for the Buccaneers be right here? Especially if they can find an opportunity for a three-point ball or a three-point play. Ballard fading. Another nice moving shot from L.C. Ballard, who is feeling himself in the field today. L.C. Ballard now 7 for 12. He's got 15, and it's a team-high 15 for L.C. Ballard. Driving is Elijah Malone. Nothing you can do there. The big man slams it home with the right hand. Lancers answer back quickly. Ballard dishes to Nemahevich. Nemahevich driving, steps away, and that shot won't go off the front iron. Good defense there from Malone. The big men trading blows. And Elijah Malone getting the last laugh there. Bryson Grabner dishing inside. Davidson. Outside, it's going to be Jacob Gibbs. That one is good. Jacob Gibbs has been lights out today for the Lancers. And it's a foul called as Jalen Solich's layup's going to go. The foul called on Bryson Grabner. Jalen Solich so quick you can look away for half a second and something amazing like that can happen. You just cannot take your eye off the number 3 in white. And he's going to go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. That one misses. Up top driving, and then the rebound by Gibbs. The shot there from Marcus Davidson. Didn't want to go, but it's rebounded by Cade Gibbs, and he goes back up with the right hand uncontested. Nobody in his way. An easy bucket for him. Solich dishes to Ballard. Screen by Nemahevich. Ballard dishes outside to Nemahevich after it was tipped. Cook drives, gets some room. That one won't go. It's rebounded by the Lancers. Gibbs kicks inside, and Davidson's going to rise up and slam it home. And Grace extends their lead to 22 now. with just over 2:20 to go here in the second half. Solich driving, steps. Moreno pulls from the top of the arc. That one's no good. It was tipped by Demijevic. He gets the rebound. Dishes inside. Moreno inside. Cook. Demijevic, right hand. Good defense there for me, and Scott shuts down Demijevic. And now the Lancers just going to try and take as much time off the clock as they possibly can. Offensive foul called on Frankie Davidson on the moving screen. Frankie Davidson, his third foul of the game. Davidson with 12 points in 23 minutes as he checks out, likely for the last time today. The minutes have been shared for the Lancers today. Buccaneers have had their starters out for most of the game. Elsie Ballard's played 35 minutes. Three ball pull. Johnson, long three ball. Let it fly. That one won't go. Tyler Holmes on the floor now for the Bucks. It was actually Tyler Holmes that pulled the deep three, not Ray Johnson the second. So it's Ballard, Cook with Holmes, Kaysen, and Moreno on the floor for the Buccaneers to close, likely to close out this one with just a minute 14 to go here in the half. Cade Gibbs, a pair of fantastic scoring performances the last two games. Three ball from Ballard Loco. As mentioned, 17 against the Firestorm. Last night he had 19, has 19 tonight. Spinning is Marcus Davidson. That one won't go. Davidson with it again. Three ball, long three ball pulled. Tyler Holmes with it. He goes up left hand. Nice bucket there for Tyler Holmes. There was Malachi Pearson on the last three ball for the Lancers. He's on the floor for the first time today. That one goes out of bounds. Jalen Reese also on the floor for the first time today. A lot of older players on this team. Still a young Lancers squad. With the starting five, two juniors and three sophomores. So likely a Grace College team that we'll see sit at the top of the rankings in the NAI for some time to come. 4 seconds left on the clock. Right hand Kaysen, that one won't go. It's rebounded by the Lancers, and that will be the end of the ball game. The Buccaneers tried to battle in the second half, struggled to shoot to start, began to scrape their way back into it, and then some great shooting performances, including from Cade Gibbs, slammed the door on the Buccaneers comeback, and the Grace College Lancers win it by a final score of 85-62 for the Buccaneers. Elsie Ballard led the way with 15 on 7 of 12 shooting in 37 minutes. Ogier Demijevic had 14 on 6 of 16. He also had 11 rebounds, so a double-double for Big O. On the other side for the Lancers, it was Cade Gibbs with 19 points. Elijah Malone had 15 with 5 rebounds. And then off the bench, Jake Wadding had 10 with 6 boards. From all of us here for the Buccaneers Sports Network, thank you so much for tuning into this game. The Buccaneers' next action will come at home this weekend against the rivals Benedictine University at Mesa Redhawks. That one will be an 8 p.m. start on Saturday night here from Belbeck Park. From all of us here for the Buccaneers Sports Network, Will on graphics, I'm Zach Swanson. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your evening.